Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Scarlet Betch. I'm Jason.
And I'm Anthony.
So welcome back to our wonderful little world, a little corner of the intertubes. Yet again, lots of stuff has come out since we've been gone, and we're going to be trying to be covering as much as possible. We're probably going to be recording a few episodes this week, so check back to see what else we're talking about. But first, we're going to start off with the quick stuff, so we can get to the meatier bits. So, Anthony, you wanted to shout out some stuff?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to start with Astonishing?
Astonishing X-Men, yeah, sure. Yay, hurrah!
Yeah.
I love how we're always like picking this up and like to show that we actually bought it, even though it's not. I mean, it's like I could have not. I almost didn't buy this, but
I only buy every other issue now that they do the Meanwhile storyline.
I feel like I do the same thing with soap operas, except with gay storylines. Like the EastEnders, I only watch Christian and Saeed. I have no idea what else is going on.
My problem is that I got really invested in the Christian and Alien story on Forbidden Love, and then now they're just like throwaway characters. I don't know what's happened to them. Like after that big fight that Christian had, gone.
Oh, speaking of gay British soap operas, on Hollyoaks, I started watching again for some reason. Even after John Paul and Greg, I think, whatever his name was. I don't know. I never liked that character, but they had their sunset ending, and I recently saw that I think Greg came back and is dating somebody else, and I'm like, what? But John Paul. But okay, I don't really care. That's completely off topic. Astonishing X-Men.
Yeah, okay, Astonishing X-Men. Anyway, they don't have... Well, they have some soap opera elements. Armor's family died. That's cool. It was good. I mostly just wanted to give it a shout-out because this storyline is good to decent, and the other storyline is boring to not buying it.
I never knew Monster Island existed, so I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like where Fin Bang Boom hangs out. Yeah, I guess I read the Pet Avengers, so they talked about it there.
Oh, Pet Avengers is fun.
Yeah, super cute. Have you seen the Swedish House Mafia video, everyone, on the internet?
No, I
totally.
haven't.
Swedish House Mafia, the song is called something like Who's Gonna Save the World Tonight? It's basically about puppies saving the world tonight.
I did notice one thing though about I was like a little concerned about Armor because they talk about how her power influx was kind of due to the fact that her mother and her brother recently died, and she draws her power from like her connection to her ancestors or her family members who have passed on. But then, like, it reminds me, there was some like young adult book about all these, or maybe it was a comic series, about all these superhero. It was a bunch of superhero kids, but as each one died, the rest got stronger. So I'm like, what stops Armor from becoming a supervillain and killing off all her family? And like, you know, like she could.
My question is, the longer the longer her relatives die or stay dead, are they gonna like? Is her power going to decrease, or can she like increase her power by like going on Ancestry.com and looking up her roots? Like, how exactly does this work? Does she have to have like known them? Like, yeah.
And also, I mean, like, I understand that like, I've never really understood why she had to have that whole ancestral thing, because it's kind of like a little insulting, you know. It's a little like Asia-file stuff, so At the same
time, it's like, it makes her have armor, which is completely, like, unrelated.
I mean, she was already a Super Sentai soldier. Like, she was already Japanese enough. You did not need to make her, like, guys, wait. She's not testing Japanese. Like, we got it.
At the same time, I love that she has giant Transformer armor, and that she, like, made it around the plane. Yeah. That was so cool. I would want Armor's power, so I like it, and I like my family, even if I don't come from.
Even if the way that you draw your power for them is that they have to be dead.
It's very morbid. Entertaining.
What else did you have to shout out?
Oh, Dakin.
Dakin.
It was his .1 issue under the new writer Williams. I think it's under the new writer. I don't think. Yeah.
Crying for the loss of Marjorie Liu on that book.
Right. Well, but isn't she getting put on a bigger title.
She is getting. I can't remember what it is, but she's getting put on a bigger title.
Yeah, and she's still on X-23.
Yeah.
Which I'm thinking now of picking up because they have Jubilee in it for the
I know. Like, I really want to like that book, but the art is just like it's just so anime, and like I don't have.
It's definitely like 4 girls, 5 girls.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with manga, but like, I will actually read actual manga and not like fake American manga.
I have to say,
I also don't like how Jubilee looks younger than X-23. I'm like, what? So,
well, to be fair, X-23 is aging, and now Jubilee is not.
That's true. That's true. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So, Dakin. I just wanted to say that because with the whole writer change, it was like, is his bisexuality going to be lost in the wind? And they had a little queer moment. He slept with Mr. and a Mrs. or a Miss. I don't think they were married, but they could have been. And so yeah. So there was a scene. They were passed out in bed. He was all broody in the night, like we like our supervillains, and totally queering it up. So
interesting. So I was wondering because I noticed that so he's able to use his pheromone powers to seduce men and women, whereas Spider-Woman's pheromone power only seems to work on men, which I thought was just interesting.
Yeah, it is. And which causes the other? Are they just cofactors? From different aspects of the same thing. Anyway, I also wanted. Did you have a shout out?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Then that was all I had to say about Dakin. Like, thanks, Rob Williams. I'm super excited that you're not trashing the canon. But X-Men Legacy.
Oh yes.
Yeah. A good issue in many respects.
They're really milking this whole Age of X thing. I mean, like it ended like at least like that was like 2 issues ago.
Yeah, but it's Mike Carey's thing. Like,
yeah, that's true.
And like this is the only book that's using that at all. You know, I mean that I've read so far. But yeah, no, I mean he definitely did that to create his cast, so he can talk about them. But yeah, no, I love Frenzy.
Yeah, Frenzy. I also just
Frenzy? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also just like I really like her new costume. I like her like the whole take on the character and her reasons for being like involved and emotionally tied to like the narrative and the storyline is totally great. I also like how she doesn't look like Dr. Cecily what's her face because the dreads were like confusing me. Because they kind of have similar powers. I mean, Dr. Cecily has like invulnerability through magic force fields that hurt. Wah. But like, yeah. So, way to go, Frenzy. I love the butch haircut. Keep it.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Oh, yeah. No, she's amazing in every way. And that's the thing that I love about Frenzy is that before I was constantly looking her up on Wikipedia whenever she was mentioned because I was like, her name is Frenzy. I don't understand how that describes her powers. And now I'm like, oh, I understand who she is. I like her, the way that they redeemed her, and Mike Carey's so good at writing from the character standpoint that I just am in love with her. But surprising me was this last panel.
Spoilers.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I say that all the time. Because I've seen that relationship written in a way that I was like, why are they married? In Age of X or Age of Apocalypse, I didn't understand like their thing.
Do you remember when Rogue? I think this was before Rogue got cured by Hope McGee. But like when she like couldn't control her powers, she had some like she like had taken someone's psychic powers, and like there was this whole like weird comic book math moment where she's like I think she had stolen someone's empathy powers or something. So she was like, I can feel your desire for me, which is causing me to desire you, which is then like multiplying our desires, and I'm caught in a emotional desire spiral, and they ended up making out. It was like really bizarre. Sorry, go back.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's basically how half of all X-Men fanfic porn stories start. Good job, whoever decided to rip that idea from the internet. And then, so that was, I was like, what? Because, I didn't think that was a good one. I've seen that relationship done well, and I've seen it done poorly. And this one, I just wasn't feeling it. Maybe it's just because, like, I don't know about you, but learning about the Holocaust does not get my engine running. Clearly, I'm not rogue.
Yeah.
So.
Well, she's always had daddy issues. Or, yeah. So.
Double mommy issues. She has so many parents.
Yeah, she really does.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I do love Gambit, and I like Legion.
Also, I wish Gambit kept his rifle. I think it makes so much more sense than his cards. Like, that was...
So much sense. Okay, have you ever tried to throw playing cards?
No, they don't work.
Yeah.
You must have playing cards made of, like, titanium.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way that they can maintain that.
They're completely weightless. Yeah, and his power isn't to, like, increase the mass of the card. No. So, yeah, no, definitely keep the rifle, lose the cards. Like, not cool, guys. I don't know. It's cool, like, when you're at a poker table and you're like, I'm gonna kill you at the poker table.
Yeah.
But, like, when you're just... I, as a young person, imitating my favorite superheroes, just had a horrible time being Gambit. And it just changed my whole...
I honestly don't understand why Gambit hasn't gone through a character redesign since the 1990s. Like, lose a trench coat, like, just do something different with your...
But I feel like people have tried, like with that Dark Gambit thing that they did.
Oh god, that was...
Yeah, and that's clearly gone now.
Yeah.
They Age of X that away. So, okay, fine. I thought they were gonna go somewhere interesting, but I guess not. But yeah. So, yeah, no, he definitely needs a redesign. Learn from Frenzy. Learn from Frenzy. And the last thing I wanted to say, because we're almost out of time, I think, is that in Generation Hope, they just showed us what Lori's real power is, which is to look awesome at all times when she's going really fast. Like this.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. I love that. I'm like, can you stay like that? Can you just, like, flip between them? Because that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's super cool. And that's...
Was
it was a nice solution to that baby story.
What?
Did you read Generation Hope? I liked the baby. I think I said that last.
I think I sped read through it, so I didn't actually read any of the dialogues. Just looking at pictures, so I don't think I really got everything. Just because I'm like phenomenally uninterested in that entire cast.
Yeah. No, they're pretty boring. But when I started explaining them to my roommate, I was like, actually, okay, some of them are kind of interesting. Taeyeon, they need to do something so that he seems interesting. He's like, so, you made him a dog? Like, you had a human being, and you were like, you know what would make this guy compelling? If we reduced him to a four-legged animal.
And like, it would make sense if his, like, because they talk about, like, how, like, oh, he's not really stupid, it's just that the majority of his, like, of his mental capacity is rather diverted to survival instinct, and, like, you know, he's able to survive, he's, like, super survivable. But I'm like, that is not evident by his behavior at all.
No.
No.
Betch. Okay. But Lori, good job on that cool form.
Okay, well, thanks for tuning in to this issue, and make sure you check back throughout the week for more issues.